Alright folks, welcome to a new video. I've been having a lot of fun recently reviewing new anime episodes, so I figured fuck it, let's list my top favourite anime games in this new video. I know that a lot of these games had anime before they had games. In some cases they came out after, like a couple of them that I will mention on the list. So stick around and pay attention because you may want to play them when you see them. Coming in at number 5, I had One Piece Pirate Warriors 3. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a fucking amazing game. It is like a lot like Dynasty Warriors in the combat system, where it's a horde of enemies and you and a teammate kick ass. The only thing about this game is it's more for hardcore fans of the anime. The dialogue and the story are told through disjointed cutscenes and just text, so I wouldn't recommend this to anyone who did not love the anime or does not love the anime or continue to be a hard fan of it. It has a huge roster, mainly of all the favourite characters of the whole series, and if you are a fan of One Piece, well fuck, you're gonna love this one. At number 4, I had one of my favourite all time Dragon Ball Z games, which was Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Now this game had more than 150 characters in it. I think it was the biggest roster to date at that time. The fighting mechanics were improved from every previous game. They were a lot smoother and they kicked ass. It told the story really well. I felt like they extended the game to such a point where it just, I don't know, it felt different than the other games. I feel like the transformations were great, they were better animated. I feel like the characters were better animated, they had better environments, they had destructible environments. And it was just an all-around fun, kick-ass game. Number 3 was a game that got an anime series because of a game, and that is Devil May Cry 3. Now, I love all the Devil May Cry games, but Devil May Cry 3 was by far my favourite. With the fluid combat and the easy combos, it makes for a fun fighting experience. The story of it was fantastic. If you think about Dante as a teenager, he was this cocky little wisecracking badass, and how could you not love him? If you remember the scene with the 3-headed dog, you know what I'm talking about. The villain in this game, Virgil, Dante's twin brother, was a great counterpoint for him. He was a great villain to Dante because he was his polar opposite. It was amazing. I highly recommend you check this one out. Number 2 was really hard. It was a toss-up. Number 1 and 2 could easily have switched, but number 1 had more of an edge just because of something that we'll talk about in a minute. But number 2 is Naruto Broken Bonds. This is the first ever game I had played of an anime. Well, I can't really say that. It was like, let's just say, it's what introduced me to Naruto. It was the reason I watched the series. It was the reason I am still a fan of the series till this day. And it's the reason that I love every aspect of it. I still play the games now, even though they kind of declined a lot. I feel like Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 wasn't that great, so this game, in my opinion, was one of the last great ones. It had, I mean, let's be honest, the cutscenes were fantastic. They were in-game cutscenes, so it was really nice. The fighting was, I won't say fluid, but they worked out a lot of bugs from the games that they had before, as far as I know. I know there was a prequel to this game that I did play after this, and you can tell how much more work they put into it. So this is one I cannot praise highly enough. Go out and check it out. Naruto Broken Bonds. You will love it. And number 1, of course, is Pokemon Yellow. Now, I know a lot of people are going to tell me that this isn't really an anime and that it's a kids program, but if you think about the fact that Pokemon had a manga as well, it really does count, and they have got Pokemon Origins now, which is an anime, so fuck you. But this game was the first ever handheld game I ever played, and one of the first actual games I ever played other than Resident Evil. This was the first game I played to completion many times. It was, for me back then, it was a complex, mature story. And I know that sounds stupid, but as a kid, it was. A kid leaving home to go on his own adventure and take down essentially the mob was great. I loved the sprites for the Pokemon back then, and this is nostalgia talking obviously, because they look a lot better now, but when I was a kid I thought they were the best things ever. I loved the combat system, how simple it was, how easy it was just to pick up and play this game. It made you happy. There's no other word to describe this game. Happiness. That's it, folks. I know this was not the best. I didn't really analyse the games that much, but this is just my list on what I think are like the best anime games out there. If I do another list like this about anime or about shows like that, I will analyse them a lot more. But right now this was an off the cuff video that I just wanted to do and recommend 5 fun games for you to play. So check them out, check out some trailers, check out some gameplay, and if you're not sure, check out a review. You will enjoy these games, I promise. And if you don't, come back here and give out to me. I don't really give a fuck. Anyway, folks, bye.